phone, which is why it's so hard to vlog all the time, because you know, I'm always on the phone. I don't know which direction to go. Let me just go this way. If I go that way, probably would have been better, but it's alright. I already turned. Something is coming, so I got to wait. So guys, today my video is gonna be, alright, he's turning, so I can keep going. My video is gonna be about how I lost my mom twice. I lost my mom twice. And this is, it's over the years, it's been very hard to talk about this story or this event in my life. It's been hard, you know, talking about it, but it's been 2003, since 2003, so I hope I don't get emotional. It's still something that I struggle with every day. I haven't really talked to anybody about it, you know, like a counselor or anything like that, but I cope more and more every day, but it's still something that bothers me. It is seriously bothering me, but I have gotten to the point where I can talk about it. Still gets emotional, but I talk about it. Anyways, so I'm going to talk about my mom. My mother, who I knew when I was about, I want to say 8 years old. I met her officially in my mind. She knew me, but I did not know her. I'm not going to tell you what happened before that, because honestly I still don't know. I just know bits and pieces of what happened, but so I'm not even going to talk about it. But what I'm going to say is I met my mom when I was like 8 years old. The first time I saw her, like I said, didn't know who she was, didn't know how, you know, when she introduced herself as my mom, I really did not know how to, I don't know how I felt. I was like young, and in my mind I'm saying, should I call her mom? What should I do? It was just weird. It was just a weird feeling for me. Like, I called my grandmother mom, because that's who I grew up with. So, you know, it was very weird to me. But anyhow, that was when I was 8. I met her again when I was 12 years old, when I passed my common entrance. You know, she was there. She actually bought the newspaper. You know, those times your name was coming in the newspaper and everybody would just buy out the Gleaner. You know, that day everybody bought the newspaper and the Gleaner, just get rich for that day, because everybody wanted to see their kids or family members' names. So one household would buy, like, if 5 people are in there, I'm telling you, they had like 3 newspapers just to see the names published in there. So anyways, you know, my mom, we went to the embassy that day, and she bought the newspaper. She was like, oh my God, congratulations and whatnot. At this point, I still didn't meet my brothers. I still didn't meet them yet. So the time after that was when I met my brothers and her. When I was 13, I met her at my aunt's house. My aunt, she recently passed too, Auntie Pearl. Rest in peace. Yeah, love her. So anyway, I met her there, and you know, I was introduced to my brothers, and she told me that I had, before, she told me before that I had, it was 5 of us, so I had 4 other siblings by her, 2 boys and 2 girls. So I only met the 2 boys. She really didn't tell me much about the girls or where they were. She only said that they lived with their dads. Anyways, it's like in between, there was always a gap You know, because those days there was no phones and all that, so there was always a gap. So it always had to be something while we met up. So then I was 13 when I met up with her again. So 12, then 13. When I was 15 and graduating high school, my mom came to my graduation, and I was so happy. I was so happy. I still have a picture of her, and all I see is her. All I can see is like the top of her head and her face in the picture, and it brings joy to me whenever I look at it. So the next time, like, there was a gap again, and the next time I saw her, I was 17. This was when I went to her wedding, right? I went to her wedding. I couldn't even stay long. We were late, number one. We were late for the wedding, and then we didn't stay until it ended because we went to the reception, but we didn't stay till the reception ended because we were going far to get home, so we left. So since that day, after being 17, we kept in contact via phone, because she had a house phone, and you know, I would talk to her, and I would talk to my cousin Chris all the time on the phone. And then for maybe, I want to say for months, we were talking on that phone. It could have been almost a year. And then all communication stopped. When I got to about, I want to say 18, like, there was no communication. And then I came to visit my dad here. When I went back home, I was about, I want to say I was about 19 when I went back home. And 19 or 20, I could have been 20, I don't remember. Maybe I was 20, I think I was 20. Went back home, and you know, no communication with my mom, nor my brothers, nor Chris. Like, we just, it's like they just disappeared on me. And you know, life was happening, so I figured that her phone got disconnected. That's what happened. The phones got disconnected, and I was going to college. I was going to Portmore Community College at the time, and it was just no word from them. And you know, I felt some kind of way, but I didn't have a phone either, because yeah, I didn't have a phone. I think my phone had gotten stolen or something, so I didn't have a phone. But they never called me. That's the point of it. And so when I went to training, I went to police training school. Oh shoot, the back of my car is fogging up. Alright, let me get out of this lane. So I went off to training, and I decided that at the end of training, end of 7.5 months, damn near 9 months, shit, it was almost 9 months, I decided that I wanted to go see my mom. During training, though, let me back up. During training, my first month of training, I went into training August 2nd. And for the entire month of August, I got so sick. I got so sick, and I could not figure out what was wrong with me. I couldn't concentrate. There was just this feeling inside of me that I needed to go see my mom. Mind you, we were not that close but listen, gut feelings. If you have gut feelings, don't ever not follow your gut feeling. Listen to it, because a lot of times it's right. And I just, for a whole month, I had this feeling inside of me like I just need to go see her. And I just could not go, because in training, we would get a weekend on Friday morning. And then we would go back to training on a Sunday afternoon. Now, my mom always told me that if I'm coming to see her, I should come on a Sunday because she would be home on a Sunday. So, you know, even though I had the Fridays and the Saturdays off, in the back of my mind, I'm like, it didn't make no sense for me to go because, you know, she wouldn't be there and I really wouldn't see her, and I should have followed my gut feeling, but I didn't. And for the whole month, I almost failed my first exam. I almost failed my first exam, and they called me up. The person who was in charge of training, she called me and she was asking what was happening, and I told her. Her name was Miss White. And it's funny because I trained Miss White's son in training. I tell you, life, life is a cycle, people. Cycle. But anyways, I said to her, she said what was happening, and I said to her, I didn't know, but I'm just having this yearning for my mom, and I don't know why. The fact that we're not even that close, because, you know, I had just started to get close with her after my 17th birthday. So, you know, I was saying to her, I'm not sure, but she's not. So she said, well, you're getting a weekend soon, so you could go see her. And I said to her, but she's not there on a Friday and a Saturday, so I can't even see her, and she doesn't have a phone. You know, I don't have a number for her. She doesn't have my current number, so I don't even know how that's gonna go, you know. So you know, I said to her that I will do better. I'll do better at my next exams. You know, I'm feeling like I should be able to do better, guys. Entire August, like I said, there was just something wrong. Something just felt wrong. My gut feeling said, go see your mom. For the ladies, the 9 ladies in my barrack room, some of them can tell you, especially Stephleen. Steph should be able, if she remembers how I felt that whole month, yearning for my mom. Anyways, August ended. September 1st came around. Oh my God. Let me turn this heat down because it's starting to get hot up in here. I don't know if I'm just hot or the car's hot. I don't know. September 1st came around, and everything that I felt for the entire month of August, it literally disappeared. Why am I crying? Oh my God. Everything that I felt for the entire month of August, it literally disappeared. I was in great spirit. I was in high spirit. Like, I felt like I was on top of the world. I felt like I was on top of the world. I followed through. Like, I followed through with training, and training was great. Like, it was great. It was the greatest experience ever. And this was September, October, November. Then we got transferred to the training of the police academy, because I was trained up in the hills of Eco Village. Big up to all the people who are trained in Eco Village. Best batch of 2003. Yep. All right. So transferred to the training school in Spanish Town, and I decided that the whole idea of my mom came up again because she was there for a lot of my accomplishments before. So I decided that I wanted her to be at this one, even though, you know, I couldn't find her during the beginning and whatever, but I wanted her to be at this very special occasion. This was something that this job was everything for me. I wanted to do this job all my life. So this job was everything, and I wanted special people to share this occasion with. But this time, still only had weekends, Fridays and Saturdays. So I decided that, you know what, I don't care what wants to happen, I'll leave a message when I get there. So I went to the St. Elizabeth with my grandmother to see my grandmother, and I said to her that I'm gonna go see my mom because I want to tell her that I'm graduating, and I want her to be at my graduation. And she basically was at every most life-changing events since I met her. So we get down there, and I don't know how I remembered where to go, but we remembered where to go. My mom lived in Grange Hill, Church Lincoln, Grange Hill. So we get there, and I see my younger brother. You know, because I don't even remember what happened. I don't remember what happened. It's very... I just remember seeing my brother, and I said to him, because my mom's name's Maria. So I said, where's Maria? You know, I hugged him or whatever. So I said, where's Maria? So he looked at me like what? So, you know, I'm like, why? He said, you didn't hear? But at the time, he's asking me if I didn't hear. He's pointing. So I'm like, so I'm thinking he's asking me if I'm not hearing her talking down there. But I didn't hear anything. So I'm asking him, hear what? And he was like, you didn't hear? I'm like, no. And I'm still looking at him like what? You know? So he says 2 words that will forever, they will forever be in my mind. He turned to me and said, she's dead. I looked at him, I said, what did you just say? He said, she's dead. My heart. My heart sank. Like, literally sank. He looked at me and he said, you don't believe me, right? And I said, no, I don't. And he said, come with me. He said, come with me. And I followed him, like, down. He was just going, I was just going with him. I feel like I was floating, going down there with him. He was walking, guys, to the graveside. He was walking me down to her graveside. And I walked to her graveside. And the first thing I did read the first thing I did. I read her name. And the next thing I did was I read the dates. The dates read November 18th, 1963 to September 1st, 2003. Guys, that's the day my mom released me. I lost it after that. I lost it, and this is the first time I'm actually speaking about it. This is my first time speaking about it. And it still hurts. I have my grandmother, and I love her to death. I lost her. She's in my heart, and she will forever be in my heart. You know, sometimes you just want to see their face one more time. You just want to have that one more phone call, that one more special occasion to just share it with them. Thank God for family members who made me, who helped me to go through this. And I still have my days where I think about it so much that it brings tears to my eyes. I don't know when or if I'll ever get over it, but at this point, this is where I'm still at. It still hurts. Thank you for watching my video. For those who are experts, if you're out there, if you want to help me, you can. I'm open for help right now. I think I'm still in my grieving stage. Because I didn't grieve. I didn't. But, thank you for watching my video. So.